Good morning to you all present over here. Last time we discussed some diseases regarding Huntington's chorea we seen, Alzheimer disease we seen. Now today we will see more diseases and then we'll move to the some question based on this chapter. Okay, and then we'll start molecular basis of inheritance. So come on that. Next is thalassemia. We discussed a sickle cell anemia. So sickle cell anemia was having problem in quality. Okay, but here problem is what? Quantity. So there qualitative inheritance disorder was there, but this is quantitative inheritance disorder. Okay, so this belongs to quantitative inheritance disorder. Okay, now this is very important. What is the difference between these two, sickle cell and thalassemia? So sickle cell is qualitative, this is quantitative inheritance disorder. Now these are of two types. One is alpha thalassemia and one is beta thalassemia. Now, question is asking that alpha thalassemia having problem in which chromosome and beta thalassemia having chromosome what the disorder having. So, alpha thalassemia having defect in chromosome number 11. Okay, alpha thalassemia having defect in chromosome number 11 and beta thalassemia having defect in chromosome number 16. Having defect in chromosome number 16. These two you have to remember because this belongs to the question of JIPMER. That question already asked in JIPMER. Alpha thalassemia having defect in, so that is having chromosome number 11, and beta thalassemia having defect in chromosome number 16. Okay, now here what happens in thalassemia, severe anemia persists. Okay, severe anemia persist with defective RBCs. Okay, so here what happens? This causes severe anemia. Okay, now so this belongs to what? Thalassemia. Okay, now next we have to see some more diseases are there, like one is Neil-Patella syndrome. So come on that. Neil-Patella syndrome. These are one-lined questions. That what do you mean by Neil-Patella syndrome? So now it is as a term suggests. What happens here? Malfunction. Okay, having problem. So malfunction of kneecap and nails. Why this happens? Due to deformed finger. Okay, so it is characterized by malfunctioning of kneecap and nails. Okay, this is, it is characterized by what? Malfunction of kneecap and nails. Okay, now this is present, this defect present on chromosome number 9. So this is having defect in chromosome number 9. This number you have to remember. So chromosome number 9 defect shows what? Neil-Patella syndrome. Okay. Now, next syndrome is Marfan syndrome. So come on that, Marfan syndrome. Next is Marfan syndrome. Now, since since this was discovered by Marfan, and that's why it is known as Marfan syndrome. Now, it is also known as arachnodactyly. It is also known as arachnodactyly. Okay, it is also known as what? Arachnodactyly. Now, here what happens? This patient contain extremely long finger and toes. So, this patient contains extremely long fingers and toes. Okay, so this is the characteristic feature, extremely long fingers and toes, that happens in Marfan syndrome. Now, what is the syndrome? This is a disorder of connective tissue. Okay, so here what happens? This is the disorder of connective tissue. This is the medical question. AIMS asked this question, that Marfan syndrome is the disorder of which type of tissue? So this is having what? Connective tissue. Now, next disease is Wilson disease. So come on that. Wilson's disease. Now, this disease also characterized by what happens? Accumulation of copper in liver and kidney. What happens here? In this disease, accumulation of copper in liver and kidneys. Okay, what happens here? Liver and kidney contain extra amount of, okay, extra quantity of copper, that is accumulation of that. Why happens this? Due to defective copper metabolism. So it is happens in it defective copper metabolism occur. Okay, so due to defective copper metabolism, what happens? Wilson disease occur. Now, next one is Ullmann disease. So come on that, Ullmann disease. Now, next is what? Ullmann's disease. Next, Ullmann's disease. Now, Ullmann's disease, what we can say? Here what happened? Enzyme lipase is there. Okay. So, enzyme lipase absent in lysosome. So, in this disease, enzyme lipase absent in lyso in lysozyme. Okay, in lysozyme. Now, if lipase enzyme is absent in where lysozyme, what happens here? Amino acid defects occur, and this occurs due to defect in fourth chromosome. So this causes defects in amino acid metabolism. This disease occur due to problem in chromosome number 4. Now this chromosome number 4 doing what? That causes Ullmann's disease. If defect is having, so that causes Ullmann's disease. Now next is cystinuria. So come on that. Cystinuria. Now, as the term suggests, urea means that something is coming in urine. So what happens? Excessive urine and reduced intestinal absorption of amino acid. This is characterized by excessive urine, and so first of all excessive urine is there, and next reduced intestinal absorption of amino acid and reduced intestinal absorption of amino acid. So this is the characteristic feature of cystinuria. Okay. Now next is a Gaucher disease. So come on that Gaucher disease. Gaucher's disease. These are the one line question. Okay. Now what do you mean by Gaucher disease? So this is what glycolipid metabolism disorder. Okay. In this glycolipid metabolism disorder occurs. Okay, here what happens? Glycolipid metabolism disorder happens, and due to that, what happens? Bone pain, lipid filled cells, okay, then splenomegaly. So these are the what type? This is what we can say type of a neurological disorder, uncomfort. So here what happens? Here bone pain, splenomegaly, like neurological uncomfort found, uncomfort uncomfort found. Okay, here you have to remember only what Gaucher disease is related with glycolipid metabolism disorder. Okay, next is Geroderma pigmentosa. Come on that. Now next is what? Xeroderma pigmentosa. Now what do you mean by this? This is the type of disorder that is highly sensitive to the ultraviolet light. So what we can say, patients are extremely sensitive to ultraviolet light. Okay, they are having extremely sensitive to ultraviolet light. What happens when they come in the presence of ultraviolet light? Here one thymine dimerization occur in the body. Thymine we know that is nitrogenous base. So here patients exposed to ultraviolet light, thymine dimerization occurs in the body, and hence skin cancer causes. Okay, so what happens here? Thymine dimerization occurs, due to which skin cancer causes. Okay, and that is this xeroderma pigmentosa is what? Extremely sensitive to ultraviolet light. Okay, now this what we seen, that some of the diseases that are found. Okay, now next disease is retinitis pigmentosa. So come on that. Retinitis pigmentosa. As the term suggests, retinitis means related with retina, and retina found in where? It is found in eye. Okay, so it is what? Retinal disorder. So first is, it is retinal disorder, where it is found in the eye. Okay, now here what happens? The patient suffering from this disorder having poor vision at nights. The person facing poor vision at nights. Okay, so what happened? Poor vision at nights. Or what happens? Narrow field of vision means if they are seeing so narrowly they can see. So what we can say? Poor vision or narrow vision of field. Okay, so poor vision they are having, narrow vision of field they are having. Now here what happens? First, they are having night blindness, that is known as nyctolapia. Okay, so here first nyctolapia, that is also known as night blindness, and then complete blindness occur. And then what happens? Complete blindness occurs in retinitis pigmentosa. Okay, now here what happens? One gene is there, that name is rhodoprene. So that rhodoprene gene having defects. So gene rhodoprene having defected. This Gene name you have to remember that rhodoprene causes what? Retinitis pigmentosa. So here what happens? First happen nyctalopia, that is night blindness, and then complete blindness occurs. Okay. Now next we have to come on diabetes. Now diabetes means what we can say? It is disorder in glucose metabolism. So it is glucose metabolism disorder. Okay. Now this is having two types. One is type 1 diabetes and one is type 2 diabetes. Here what happens in type 1 diabetes? This is also known as insulin dependent. Why it is telling insulin dependent? Because no insulin formation occur since childhood. Okay, so that's why it is given insulin from outside so that glucose metabolism takes place continuously. And type 2, it is insulin non dependent. Here what happens? Insulin resist. So insulin resistance mostly occur. Okay, this type occurs due to bad food habit. Burger, pizza means highly calorified you are taking, and what happens? Not consuming that one. So bad habits happens. Now this is happens at the age of 30 years and above. Okay. Now so this diabetes also having what? This is, we can say, it is multifactorial and polygenic disorder. Why we are saying? Because it, when diabetes comes, many diseases also coming. So it is multifactorial. Okay, it is multifactor. So multifactorial and polygenic disorder and polygenic disorder. Okay, so it is what? Multifactorial or factorial and polygenic disorder. Okay, now here what happens? Insulin, what we told, that both having what? Insulin, either insulin absent, either insulin resistance is being found. Okay, now one more type of diabetes is there, that is known as a gestational diabetes. So gestational diabetes. Now gestational diabetes is found in pregnant women generally. What happens? That pregnant woman having gestational diabetes, that is having glucose level high, metabolism of glucose is something low, but when pregnancy over, this gestational diabetes also become over. Okay, now if we are seeing what are the symptoms, okay, So what are the diseases that are symptoms coming with this diabetes mellitus? So come on that. What are the diseases coming? If diabetes having not controlled, so that causes many more diseases. So it is what? It is a syndrome. Okay. So what happens? What are the diseases occur? So complications. What are the complications associated with diabetes? We have to see. So it is complications associated with diabetes mellitus. Okay. Now, in the complication, first is a retinopathy. Means what? That a vision having poor, okay, blurred vision. So this is having retinopathy if uncontrolled is there from longer time. Okay. Next is kidney failure. Kidney failure also occur. Now next is what? Heart disease, because glucose is giving what? Problem to the heart. So heart disease. So retinopathy is there, kidney failure is there, heart disease is there. Then nerve related problems also occurs known as a neuropathy. So neuropathy also happens. And what happens? If any wound occurs, so that the healing time is very much increased, and even sometime the foot has to be cut. Okay, so that is foot disease, etc. So these are the complications associated with diabetes mellitus, and that's why it should be controlled. Okay, it should be what? Controlled. Now, after that, next is one term, that is a cytoplasmic inheritance. So come on that, cytoplasmic inheritance. Now, as the term suggests, cytoplasmic inheritance means which type of inheritance they are having. So that is having with the help of cytoplasm. Okay, so that is having what? Cytoplasm. Sometime what happen? Some self-replicating genes are found. Okay, and that is doing what? That is doing inheritance. Now, this type of cytoplasm found in the mitochondria, chloroplast, kappa particles. So these are the having that are controlling the cytoplasmic inheritance. Okay, and that's why it is known as extra nuclear genes, or another term is a plasmon. So what I told, some self-replicating, some self-replicating. Now here you have to give attention what I am telling. Self-replicating. So some self-replicating genes are present, or DNA genes or DNA are present in cytoplasm of mitochondria, chloroplast, like organelles, and controlling the effect of inheritance. Okay, so these are known as extranuclear genes. Extranuclear genes. Many times I have seen that extranuclear genes are found in, so where it is found in? It is found in mitochondria, chloroplast, some more is found in kappa particles. So these are known as what? Extranuclear genes or plasma genes. Plasma genes or plasmon. Okay, so these are extranuclear genes or plasma genes or plasmon. Okay, now what I told, these are found in mitochondria, these are found in chloroplast, and some also found in kappa particles or sigma particles. Okay, so some are also found in kappa particles or sigma particles. Okay, but this too you have to remember that mitochondria and chloroplast are what? Extranuclear genes or cytoplasmic inheritance organelle. Okay, now since mainly cytoplasm are found in female where? Ovum. Okay, mainly cytoplasm are found in ovum or egg of female, and hence it is also uniparental in nature. So what I told, cytoplasmic inheritance is which type of nature? Uniparental. Why? Because cytoplasm mostly found in egg of female. Sperm don't contain cytoplasm, and that's why they are happening in what? They are having in karyo. So their nuclear they containing, but cytoplasm containing in where? That is in female. Okay. Now if we are seeing that example, so what are the examples will belong to cytoplasmic inheritance? So three examples we have to remember. So come on that. This examples is important. First example is mitochondrial inheritance found in yeast or euphrosy. Okay. So first is mitochondrial inheritance found in yeast. So first one is this, that showing cytoplasmic inheritance clearly in the laboratory. Next is plastid inheritance in Mirabilis jalapa. So next is plastid inheritance in Mirabilis jalapa, or it is commonly known as 4 o'clock plant. Okay. Another example is male sterility in Gia maize. Male sterility in Gia maize. Okay. So these are the examples that belongs to or clearly mentioned in cytoplasmic inheritance. Okay. Now one term is there, that is a phenology. So come on that. What do you mean by phenology? Phenology. Okay. You have seen that if seeds are grown in dark. Okay, if seeds are grown in dark, what happens? Their leaves will become yellow in color, although they contain genes for green color. But due to environmental factor, expression of that gene was not shown, and that is studied by what? Goldschmidt. This phenomenon is known as phenology. So what I told, if seeds are grown on grown in dark, okay, seeds are grown in dark, what happens? Leaves will be